Okay, so not even 24 hours after we did our reaction to Quest for Fire, which instead of being the first of 2 Skrillex albums, I guess is more just like the first half of this one, we went to the Skrillex Quartet Fred Again surprise Madison Square Garden show, which I think I put footage in the last video. Here's like 2 seconds in this one, or you can go watch the other one. But halfway through that set, Skrillex announced that this second project, Don't Get Too Close, was coming out while we were at the event, and so we are back again today to listen to Don't Get Too Close.
I'm under the impression that this one is like personally even more important to him. I think just because like sort of like we talked about in the last video, all of his projects have this really strong theme of friendship and collaboration, and so I think something like this that's like totally populated with like his closest friends and collaborators, even just from the teaser single of the title track that we got, like it really seems like this is just like something he wanted to get out into the world. I don't really know what to expect, but I think like if this is the project that makes him happy, I'm pretty excited to get into it.
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering if this is going to be like Recess, like not in the sound at all, but more in the sense that that album was really basically just like flexing every single type of dance music that Skrillex could make. And Quest for Fire was very consistent. And I also think that just the sheer amount of collaborators on this one, whereas we got a lot of like vocal melodies or chops in Quest for Fire, I think this we might get like the full songs, and I wonder if we'll see Skrillex kind of move into each like artist that he's working with and try to like capitalize on their style. I think that like even just in the Pink Panther song, it definitely is like his take on doing sort of her sound. So yeah, I think that we'll get some more like maybe complete tracks, even though most of these are like 2 minutes. But Real Spring is only 2 minutes and 10 seconds and feels like a full song. So
in Quest for Fire, there were multiple parts where he brought in a sample from another track in like a different track. So I'm curious if we might hear some more sample origins from this project of like some of the bridges or whatever chopped vocals, if like those might be from this like vocal heavy project. So that'd be cool.
But anyway, before we get into it, all the same as last video, the uncut version of this video is going to be in my Patreon. That's in the freaking description. Like the video if you like it. And I think we should just get into it with Don't Leave Me Like This, which is also the first track of the last album, but this one is half the length. So I think it might be maybe that intro version that we heard yesterday, or maybe the point of that last album, maybe instead of the last track cycling back into the first song, it's supposed to cycle into this one. There's only one way to find out, which is to listen to it. So let's do that. Very different.
Rather be blinded, won't be reminded. Back to the shadow, we've been riding. Only be rising into the darkness.
And you would dig that and come out of that and say, wow, that was a close shave, wasn't it? And you would make further and further out gambles as to what you would dream. And finally, you would dream where you are now.
We are literally already correct because we got to hear like the full verse of where the Don't Leave Me Like This vocal sample comes from. I'm also super down to listen to way back because I really like this song and it's very short. Cinematic intro also reminds me of Skrillex's affinity towards the old like interview clips and like the song with the Doors, but also the first song of Recess.
We have like a pretty similar number of tracks as the other project. The runtime's a bit shorter, about half hour. So I think it's just going to be lots of 2 to 3 minute tracks. Yeah. Hopefully all killer. Way back.
I don't know. I love this song. Say what you want about Trippie Redd, but... And also the Pink Panther's verse is just amazing on this song. It was cool to hear this one yesterday. Yeah. That's my favorite part.
The bridge is my favorite. Yeah, I remember when we saw Skrillex in Brooklyn for Halloween in 2021, he like dropped a Pink Pantherist track. And I remember thinking like, I really hope that they do something together. And like, we've had multiple collaborations between them at this point, which is great because I think as evidenced by that like amazing verse and bridge, which is like just gorgeous.
Yeah.
Like, I think she's one of the most important Gen Z songwriters. I think
Definitely.
she deserves all the hype.
All right, is this gonna be the first new one?
Selecta, Skrillex, and
Beam again.
fan favorite Beam.
Yeah.
All right. This groove is really good.
That's what I was curious about. And again, this is one song. I don't know if it will carry over to everything, but this definitely fits with Quest for Fire. I feel like
I agree.
already this groove I feel like would fit comfortably on that album, but also doing these like really low, like kind of true dubstep wobbles over like different genres. But I feel like that has been a theme for all of this. Kind of the energy is up in the grooves and the different like genres, but very like mellow and
this
danceable.
one's interesting to me compared to like, I feel like the vocals really drive the Pink Pantherist track, whereas this one feels much more like the vocals are just an instrument, like in concert with the instrumental, which I'll be curious to see like what blend of those we get over like the rest of the project.
Oh, there we go. I do love how they're both like conversating with each other. It's really cool.
Yeah, that bass progression is so nice.
To me, it doesn't size up with some of like my favorite Skrillex like super dance songs, like Midnight Hour or like Would You Ever, but still fun. I don't think it's going for like that same super energetic vibe, but yeah, I like that one.
Yeah, I think good vocal performance, good groove. I would like dance for the whole song. Came on. Okay.
Holy crap. Okay, so obviously this channel, this is like the two songs we're probably the most excited for. We have a Skrillex, Young Lean, and Blade collab, which just some backstory because, you know, part of the reason that we're doing this together is obviously the fact that we became friends basically over Skrillex. We went to a Skrillex concert last night and also 10 years ago together, which is crazy. But one of the things that has been really wild for us, like as we grow up, is been seeing a lot of like kind of our disparate favorite acts like end up working together. Like one of the examples I always think of is like One of Tricks Point Never and The Weeknd. Like we both found those artists around like the same time and they felt like they would never connect in some universe, and then now they have. And I think the Skrillex and Blade collab feels very similar, but Summertime Blood, which was the first collaboration that came out between these three, came out as we graduated college together, so it was a very like full circle awesome moment, and I'm very happy that they've clearly struck up like a great creative relationship. And I'm just excited to hear what this could possibly sound like, because I have no idea. But
the most fun part for me is it seems like they're just legitimately great friends at this point. Like it seems like they're always together. And I think that's awesome, especially if you like know the lore of like Young Lean rating the Skrillex track. And
yeah, it's a 1. I just don't
I
like
just don't like
dubstep.
dubstep. I really hate dubstep.
it seemed completely improbable they would ever cross over, but
here we are. Ceremony, Skrillex, Young Lean, and Blade. That was not what I was expecting. That's crazy.
Something like paradise, it calls on me.
I love this melody.
Calls on me. It's the lead, biggest thing. It's been real. It's been too real.
This feels crazy, dude. It's been too real. It sounds so strange to hear about something like this minimal and like.
the strings.
photos rising.
Like,
Whoa.
okay, I guess.
I thought that was like a much more appealing version of like that like Lips track on
Yeah.
Stardust, which
That's
is
what I was
like
gonna say,
kind
like
of the
similar
sleepy
vibes.
version of this. I love the mental image of Skrillex making this beat and having Young Lean and Blade like write and record over it. I hope that was just an awesome experience
Yeah.
for everyone.
Also, like, you look at these three names, and this is like potentially the furthest from what I would expect like the sound of this song to be. I don't know, like I
Yeah.
like it. I think that there's like a good vocal performance. I think Blade especially has been really impressing me with his melodies lately, especially because like what most people think of as like what they're used to from him is very like monotone or kind of like one note, and it's more about sort of like the rhythm or like I don't know, just what's going on in the beat. So I think that was pretty cool, but it's not like my favorite song, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I thought that was cool and a sound that we'd only get from them facilitated by
Yeah.
Skrillex. And I'm like, where did they make this? Was this
Yeah.
on their Thailand trip and they're like hanging out, sunset, some Airbnb, and they're like, let's make this song?
I really like the verses actually. That's one thing that sort of caught me off guard and surprised me with Stardust is like it seemed like Lean was trying like some new flows. So to hear him do this much like kind of faster, almost
Yeah.
like dancey, hypnotic flow over this like a two-step beat.
Yeah.
And that's cool. Like I love this song.
I love this song too. Great video too. It's crazy. So good. So sick. I was so sad he didn't play this yesterday. I wanted to hear it so bad.
Blade's like really philosophizing on this track
I
too.
know. This is one of my favorite like Skrillex vocal chop songs. I kind of love the like refined like this and Summertime Blood. It's like the Skrillex version of doing like future bass
Yeah.
sounds. I think it just sounds banger.
I love the Skrillex like field recordings.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just like makes me happy when there's a song with like birds chirping
Yeah.
over it. Real spring
Into
in
summertime with Kid Cudi. Another crazy collaboration. Again, I have no idea where this will go, but we'll see.
Yeah.
It's just a Summertime Blood remix with Kid Cudi singing over it.
There you go.
There's the humming.
Those drums sound good.
Holy crap. Definitely feels like an extension of the last song.
Yeah. I do love this instrumental. I think it's really pretty. Okay. Kind of felt like the intro to a song for 2 minutes.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't dislike it. Like, I think the instrumental is like pretty great as far as like Skrillex pop production goes. Kid Cudi was like a little bit goofy, but you know,
I
in
feel
a
like
good way most of the time.
This is one thing that I'm trying to just like realize, or that makes it a little like hard to critique, is that like I was listening back to Quest for Fire on the way here, and I was kind of like picking out which songs I really liked, and I think the issue is like with Skrillex, like nothing's gonna sound like bad necessarily. Like it's gonna be great production every time, but I think like it either has to be like not that risky and it's like great pop production, but you get like a really good hook or a really good verse on it. And I feel like this is one where I'm like, this is like fine. Like it's great production. I don't like hate the Kid Cudi verse, but I also don't.
Yeah.
I don't really love it. I feel
Yeah.
like Real Spring kind of does the job of this song already, of being like, woohoo, like great, like fun song. And I think that's just a more interesting, it's more dynamic. It's 2 seconds shorter than this, but there's way more that happens compared to this one.
I'm just sad no humming vocal drop.
All right, so in terms of absolutely matrix busting, insane collaborations, Skrillex, Corbin, and Chief Keef. Again, 3 names that I never like. I thought Bobby Raps was already crazy, but Corbin is even crazier. Yeah. And this is another one where I'm like, are you gonna put Chief Keef and Corbin on a like 2-step song? Like, literally, what is this gonna be? I have no idea.
Seeing all of them perform, but never imagined all of them in one place at the same time.
I'm so nervous. I'm ready to give it a chance. However, this is a YouTube Phase House intro type beat right now. This is crazy.
Yeah, all love to all parties involved in this song, but it kind of sounds like that like crypto grift song Jake Paul made with the South Park video.
Dude, I don't know about this. It sounds like he's saying Fortnite. I can't get over that. I know he's not, but it sounds like he's saying you're bad Fortnite.
I don't know who is who on this song. Yeah.
This definitely sounds like it's from Corbin and Kid Laroi collab era times, for sure.
Was that a thing?
Dude, yes. There's a Corbin feature on a Kid Laroi song. It's so good. It's
I haven't heard it yet.
I'll show it to you. It's like
show me after,
it's
show me
really
after.
good, but this definitely feels like it's of that time.
Who is doing the vocals on
This
this
is
song?
Chief Keef. This song definitely looks the most like the album cover. Nah.
That one definitely could have been the shortest song on the album.
And it was so long.
Take a shot for every time he says bad for.
I mean,
literally
not what I would have wanted. I guess not about what I
Yeah.
want, but damn, that was
Yeah.
really, really strange.
It almost feels like someone recorded a reference track that then they did vocals over and then they accidentally uploaded the one with the reference track. I would it sounded like the same person the whole time.
Dude, that
And it
production
didn't
was...
sound like Chief. It's all love to
Yeah, no, everyone
to Sosa
involved is amazing,
and Corbin.
but... and now, okay, here's my worry. That was crazy, and now we have a song with Prentice. Why? Why do we have a song with Prentice on the Skrillex album? That's insane. This is one of the longest songs on the project, again.
I like that.
Bruh, I just can't that it's Prentice. I just wish Sonny was singing.
Yeah.
Then it
true.
would be perfect.
I mean, the really fast strings and hang drum and harp and stuff, I think sounds really
I
cool.
love the production.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like that. I can't help.
Why are the longest songs the ones where they do the hook 8 times? This should have been Dylan Brady. I mean, those harp runs are crazy. This part should have looped more times than the hook, I think.
Because if this was like a first drop and then there was like a variation of it, that would be cool.
This one sounds more drained than the Drained songs. I mean, I like it more than the Kid Cudi and the Corbin Chief Keef songs.
Yeah.
I will say.
Yeah.
Of these, just straightforward pop production songs, it's
Yeah.
probably my preferred of the run we've gotten so far.
Yeah, I haven't really been in love with any of these. I feel
Kind
like
of,
we've just heard Skrillex do pop songs that are like so insane.
Yeah.
that I feel like.
I mean, I think he must have just been feeling like in a silly, goofy mood when he was making these.
I mean, that's the other thing is like we've been talking about like having not really that crazy of expectations for these, and I feel like that is a part of it is knowing that these came after like a really serious like creative block, and they're very just like about making music and having fun is like awesome, and I don't want to like tread on that by being like stop being silly songs, but also I'm like I think I would be down for another. I don't know. I'm interested to see where we go, and especially knowing like I haven't heard all of the like the title track, but just of knowing that like Sonny's singing on it, and like that's kind of more of a bigger production. That's like definitely what I am more excited for. Okay, crazy that this is on this album, but I actually think this song is really good. Like this is what I mean, like a great like straightforward Skrillex pop song. I think this song is awesome.
Yeah.
But like, okay, you have all the elements. Like that's your little sample thing you can use. Then we have this great bass that comes in. You just
Nice
need
guitar.
two superstars. Like these are just like.
When it's dark, you're my light. Maybe that's why I need you over you are.
This has like that more detailed percussion, like from Quest for Fire.
Yeah, I love like the like Latin influenced guitar. Sounds really nice.
So fun.
I woke up in the city, I ain't seen your face. Lost my mind, medication. It's a COVID operation. I'll be here this
He says it's a COVID operation.
It's a covert operation, but it sounds like he says it's a COVID operation, which is insane. But yeah, same as Corbin sounding like he said Fortnite. He definitely says covert, but every time I hear it, I'm like, it just sounds exactly like he's saying COVID operation.
Hang drum, underutilized instrument.
Yeah.
Skrillex, I hope you're
All the
influencing a lot of
influences
people
of
doing
it.
hang
Yeah,
drum.
definitely.
And yeah, I know there's like some additional production from Lido on this one, which is crazy. I actually really like, there's like some like slow-mo influence, these like distorted analog type synths.
Yeah,
I know
for
they're
sure.
like close friends, so that's cool. Did you see the video for this one?
No.
It's like the little guy like singing it.
No.
He's walking around.
No way. Actually?
Yeah.
It's so cute. Holy shit.
Does anyone know if he has a name? If anyone knows the lore, I want to know the name
He
of the
really
guy.
needs a name.
I do really like how the instruments kind of go in and out of time. Like it gives it this super like live room feel, which is really cool.
I write songs in my garage with my friends,
Yeah, this one's really just like the thesis for the project, which I like.
but I'm really happy when I'm in the garage with my friends. Don't get too close.
Should have had Corbin on like this type of sound.
That's hard, right?
That's where that comes from.
Yeah.
Do you have anything?
I'm on my PC. I see famous people. I think they're like me. So why are we equal? Don't get too close. Nobody knows me.
All right.
Oh, whoa, and it goes straight into this.
I still really want more Skrillex vocal features.
Yeah, me too.
I know that he's like had some issues with vocals and stuff, but there's so many of his most iconic moments that are him singing, whether it's like the little "You Don't Need to Hide My Friends" at the end of Scary Monsters. If anyone doesn't know, he was in a post-hardcore band, so he's like definitely done his time with the vocal thing. So it's nice to hear him pop up once in a while.
Yeah, that was a cool transition. I'm curious how this will build because I felt like I could go another minute or two on this like build. So I'm curious how this one will
With Sway Lee.
turn out. Yeah, who I love.
Yeah,
So.
the serial Skrillex collaborators is always so interesting to me.
Yeah. I also found out about Sway Lee because of Skrillex.
Really?
Because the first ever Skrillex Selects in 2014,
True.
the first song was No Type.
Yeah.
and I was like, this is insane.
To hang out and just chill.
Hell yeah.
I'm getting mystery from you, from your mixed signals from you, from your
It's one of my favorites so
I
far.
like that one a lot. Yeah.
Unexpectedly, Sway Lee sort of suited the like drum and bass style.
Yeah,
like,
he sounded
maybe my
really good,
favorite
yeah.
so far. So
Yeah, I'm
Dynamic.
enjoying like this vibe a lot more than the, like this is upbeat, but like, I don't know, I like the atmospheric
Yeah.
kind of, even just like the focus on like these.
yeah,
melodies
this
from
is
Sway Lee.
another like take a walk type song.
Yeah, definitely.
I think BB is like the most featured artist across
Yeah.
the entire 2 albums. So
Definitely.
awesome crossover that wasn't expecting, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy about it.
Day one. B2. Ask to speak.
I stamped it, I will never fall back. If you can authentic, you might doing that.
Painting rainbows on the seats in a train. I paint rainbows when I speak, when I sing. Did I hit with the ones that I came at? Sunshine, yeah, sunshine.
Oh,
We still here, bitch. Look, we are alive. Late, fly, carry like the ocean, high like a rock. It's rocks on my neck and it's rocks in his clock.
Crazy vocal performance.
Yeah, really fun.
The sky, give me the moon. Copycat, 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 cop. 5 minutes in the booth is a rap.
And the Reload classic. I liked it. I think I like Quest for Fire more pretty consistently. I feel like the singles were still probably my favorite part of this one. But I kind of feel the same way that I was talking about earlier. Like, I'm just happy that like there is Skrillex music and so much of it is positive and that he's back. I don't know. I'm glad to have like so much material, and I hope that this just means like he's revitalized and we'll get even more like in the future.
Yeah. I still sort of feel like Good Space should have been on this, and like maybe Selecta should have been on Quest for Fire. Like, but I think your point about them sort of being like A and B sides to the same album stands. I mean, now we know instead of the last track from Quest for Fire transitioning into the beginning, it's actually to the beginning of this project, which I think is really cool.
Yeah.
And like, you know, Skrillex is not necessarily like a conceptual artist, but I do think those like moments of attention to detail honestly just like makes him not just a great pop producer, but just like a really fun artist and producer to listen to. Yeah, I think like just the whole theme of him like re-entering the world and wanting to just collaborate with like all kinds of different artists and you know, bring the best out of them, I think is just like, it gives it like kind of a level of joy just to the album of like, you know, there's moments that I was like, it's not for me, but like, if it's for him, then like that kind of makes me like it more. You know,
I agree.
I just want him.
I feel very
to
like
be back.
charitable to whatever, just like cousin Skrillex. For
Yeah,
sure,
I know, but I just want him to be back and continuing to give us like.
I'm surprised we
great
really
music.
didn't get even like one. There's like no like hard crazy.
Yeah.
Even I feel like Xeno's maybe like the biggest drop of like the whole thing. There's really no like yesterday at the show he was playing a lot of like hard techno songs and like just techie stuff, and like there really is not any of that on here, which I think is really interesting. It's like a whole different side that
I think like
cool.
that's always been something kind of interesting to me about electronic acts is like sometimes you have electronic acts who do like super pop music in their releases only to play like harder stuff in their shows or like vice versa. So Skrillex is just really fun because like, you know, what he's interested in playing is like often not connected to what he's putting out. Which can be really fun.
But that was Don't Get Too Close by Skrillex. Thanks for watching if you made it all the way to the end of this video. Let me know what you guys thought of this album in the comments. And I will see you in the next one. Unless there is a third surprise Skrillex album, in which case we'll be back here. But thanks again for watching, guys. See you later.